Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? My name is the Duke of Earl, and I recently started getting into doing YouTubes and stuff like that, and videos and small stuff. I'm in California, Los Angeles County area. Today, I want to talk about startup businesses. For the past 10 years, I've been working with small companies that are starting up, and I've seen them struggle as they start up as a startup business. I have a background in business. I've opened up a couple of my personal businesses, shops and stuff. My background is automotive industry. I came from the diesel trade, diesel cars, restoration, classic cars and stuff like that. Big engines, small engines. So working here in California lately, it's been very difficult due to the new law of the gig economy. That's a different video for another day. What I want to talk about is the startup businesses. A lot of young entrepreneurs start startup businesses, and one of the biggest mistakes they make is they take out loans, or they start up, take out credit, and they spend it on stuff that's not needed, expensive overheads, luxury vehicles, expensive electronics and stuff like that, not learning how to budget when you start your business. There's a lot of business trades or tricks, you could say, on how to start a successful startup business. I worked with a couple of companies here in California these past 4 years, and they struggle. They fall apart, they close down, or they become in debt severely. Why? Because this new generation, they have the technology, they understand, they know how to do the computer work, everything. Just like myself. I'm an old mechanic, I'm a retired mechanic, and there's a lot of mechanics out here that they're the best mechanics in the world, and they want to open up their business, or they do open up their business, but they don't know how to talk to a customer, they don't know how to do an upsell, they don't know how to sell themselves, they don't know how to market, they don't know how to do taxes, paperwork and stuff like that. And yeah, it's difficult. You learn, and you by trial and error, just like myself, but you become strong and you learn how to do it and become better. A lot of people here, they depend on other people to do other work. An example, I had a buddy of mine's, really good mechanic. He wanted to start his own shop. Couldn't sell ice to Eskimos if you gave him all the tools and bring the people to him. It's just the way it is. That's the way the business goes. So talking and working with these startup companies, they're great. These are young kids starting to open up their business and be successful. The problem is that these kids start their startup and they go way over budget. They start buying expensive cars, start doing all the good stuff, and then once they start wasting some of that money and they start seeing that they're going to need more money, is they start starting up the business that they were supposed to at the beginning, save that money, and move forward. Today, I just got an email stating that at the startup business that I just started working with, I'm not going to mention any names, but it's a pharmaceutical delivery company. Here in California, pharmaceutical is a big billion-dollar industry. There should be no reason why we're penny pinching. There should be no reason why we're not making any money on pharmaceuticals. This company delivers medication to people's doorstep on an online platform, and we go pick it up at the pharmacy. Now, The way I started with this company is they were going to pay me $2 to pick up all the medication. It could be like 50 plus boxes, and $4 to drop off the medication at people's doorstep, plus my mileage, which was 56 cents a mile. All right, cool. Decent, not the best. There's other programs out there that pay better. But still, it's a startup company. They're coming out of San Francisco. Really cool. Cool people. They pay nice hours. You know, LA, it has its horrible sides of town. It has its good sides of town. Luckily, I got stuck in between, so I did that. Now, their corporate management or whoever does the HR or whatever sends me a paper that they want to renew my contract. Mind you, all this kind of work is all 1099 independent contract work. And now that I noticed and I read the contract, instead of giving us more money, they're cutting us. So they took away the pickup fee that was $2. They continue paying us $4 for each package we dropped off, and now it's 30 cents per mile instead of the 56 cents per mile, because the company's having a hardship and they're not making any money right now. Mind you, the best way in a business to succeed is trim your belt. And what I mean by trim your belt is trim the overhead. Whatever you have going on at the office, heavy expenses, you know, stuff like that, trim it. You don't need to be making $100,000-$250,000 on the startup on your payroll and your business is falling apart. You got to trim it. And a lot of people around here start their business like that. They got a big overhead, they pay themselves well, and they forget that the people that are making the money are the employees or the contractors. So they choose to go out there and cut their wages and give themselves a raise. For example, you guys saw in California a couple years ago when Obama was president, and he gave the banks money to help out people that needed home loans, car loans, you know, loans in general. And they told them, don't use it on yourselves. What did the banks do? They closed up everything. They made it 10 times difficult to get a loan, and they gave themselves corporate raises and went out corporate vacations and stuff like that, and they spend all the money. And it's typical for big businesses to do that around here. So the young kids now are starting up small businesses, but they're going way over their budget before they start making profit. So this company tells me, hey, you know what? This is what we're doing now. If you want to continue working with us, you have to take a cut. I parted ways. I told them thank you, but no thank you. So understand that when you're starting up a business, you have to take in consideration a budget. You have to take in consideration overhead, your insurance, you know, your people that you're going to pay, like your notary or people that do your taxes, you know, and try to keep the employees happy because they're the ones that bring the money to the business. Trim your overhead. Trim your budgets at the office. Don't start sacrificing your employees or your contractors because they're the ones that bring the money to the business. What else I had something else to say. Oh yeah, kind of like Uber. Look at Uber. Uber had trillions of dollars that they already spent. They haven't even made that money back, but yet they were taking a cut from the drivers. I did Uber for a couple years. It's all right, you know, but still, you don't take the money out of the people that make you the money. You take it out of yourself. You trim yourself first. You trim that belt. You redo your budget, and you know, let go of that Lamborghini that you're paying a lease on, or whatever, or Maserati you're paying a lease on. Let that go. You don't need that. You need to succeed in your business first before you start doing all your perks. If you start doing all your perks first and start running out of money, then this is what happens. You start asking people to start taking pay cuts. There's no need for that. Learn how to budget and be successful. Learn how to control your finances and come out ahead. I opened up a couple businesses, and with one of them, I opened it up with zero money. Zero money. It was just my laptop, my printer, internet connection, and myself and my creativity. Going out there and what I call hustling, door knocking. That's another factor. All these young kids nowadays and all these new business owners have forgotten the business model on which everything became successful. Door knocking, people to people. I understand the COVID. I understand what's going on with the virus. I understand all that. But the old school method has always been the best method. I got an example. I used to work at Home Depot. And working at Home Depot, I was also doing consulting and doing small business online. A contractor came in and told me, hey, he was bragging about, oh, hey, you know what? I have somebody that they could get me #1 on Google and this and that, and he's gonna make me real famous on my work and here and there. Mind you, his office and his business was only based in California and Los Angeles. So I ended up taking my lunch break and we sat down and we talked, and I showed him there was an elderly couple that was looking to get work done that he did in his business. I think it was window framing and window installation and stuff like that. And they were willing to invest at least $10,000 worth of work in their house, doing business, doing installation of windows and doing a little bit of remodeling around the house. Okay, elderly people, some of them don't know how to get online, how to search, how to look, how to this and that. So that was the example that I showed that gentleman, that contractor, that business owner, and told him, look, is your guy here moving you to #1 rank for Google and upselling you? Look, there's people right here. That gentleman right there, that elderly couple, is looking to invest $10,000 in their home, but they don't know about you. Why? Because you're in Google and you're #1. That doesn't mean anything. That's great for you to get famous, but what about if I like your services and I'm in Florida or in Chicago? Is that gonna help? No, of course not. So yeah, but this is the new technology, and that's what I told mind you, the gentleman was older than me. He understood me really good. We very well spoken. We talked, and I made him see that point of view. Don't forget, when you do your marketing, to do the traditional marketing also, because at the end of the day, there's people out there that still don't know how to use the internet, or don't trust it, or don't want to get involved with that, and they want a person-to-person contact, communication, business. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna try to get some more ideas. I'm gonna start taking out some more videos, different topics, stuff like that. Kind of new to this again, and I'm gonna be working on it. All right guys, thank you very much for your time, greatly appreciate it, and you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys later. Signing out, the Duke of Earl.